This is BNN, the most trusted name in nonsense.
This season's Broadway in the Boondocks series is coming to your town for one show only. With a career-ending performance by those Radio Relics in the first must-miss show of the season, The Phantoms of Dullards Town, the Dullards Club story, featuring music you won't remember you ever heard.
You might hear a joke, but probably won't laugh.
You'll yawn, you'll stretch, expect some boredom and a few tears, but mostly boredom, as hopes of interesting conversation are dashed from one topic to the next.
Where do boring people go when the topics are dull and the energy's low?
Variety says, this news fest goes way too long.
Well, they're all at the Dullards Club show.
The Times of London warns, keep this fiasco out of our country. And the Kentucky Evening Keyhole Peeper declares, bravo to the person who closes the curtain.
Tiresome facts, they are shared with aplomb on YouTube and Facebook and thedullardsclub.com.
Get swept up in the tedium, the monotony, the two-man show that critics are calling too many men and not enough show. Those Radio Relics, starring in The Phantoms of Dullards Town, the Dullards Club story.
They're the Phantoms of Dullards Town. Coming to the Midtown Theater for one show only on December 3rd. Tickets on sale now. This is a meeting. This particular meeting is of the Dullards Club for men and women too. I'm Pat.
I'm Don.
And we're about ready to get this meeting underway. So I thought what we would do is dedicate this particular meeting to what we call Phantom Dullards. And these are people who don't know that they're Dullards.
Well, I was going to say, that's the worst part.
They think that they are interesting folks and they have things to say and opinions to share. And, I always like to engage with folks and, have a little chit chat and maybe talk about something that has happened in the world.
You got to be careful, though, Pat. Probably from past experience. I know I've done this. This seems like a wonderful, very nice guy. I'll bring up anything. And you better be ready. And you usually do this once. And the second time you see them, you go, oh, God, don't ask any questions. How you doing? How's your day going? Bye, I got to run. Because otherwise, you're there.
If you know someone like this, you should recommend them for membership at the Dullards Club for men and women, too.
There you go.
We would love to have them aboard. And you may have to smooth their feathers a little bit and tell them that there's actually things of interest being discussed on this show. But we want them. We want you. We want them. And whoever else has some time to waste, we want you to be a part of it. That being said,
I don't know how it came up, but I was thinking, when is the last time you wrote a check, for example, or had a donut, or did something that you don't do all the time and is largely related, I think, to technology and progress that way, or our age in instances. Last time I ate a donut, it was brought into a breakfast meeting at one point, and I said, God, I haven't had one in ages. I'm going to have a donut. And within about an hour, I regretted it because I get the heartburn. The combination of the donut and the coffee was a bad experience. And then the last time I wrote a check was a niece got married. Other than that, I don't write checks.
I almost never write checks. I have one checkbook that we've kept for well over 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
Same checkbook. And because I have one or two people that for some reason will charge me if I don't write a check to them.
That's one of the problems I have. And one of the last times I wrote the check was to the local town. it was a water bill. I went to pay on credit card, which I can do with most any other company. But it's like, you can do that, but we're going to charge you X to do that. And I said, well, screw you. So I let the bank, they'll generate a check, a paper check. The only downside of that is you got to allow for like the 3 or 4 days where the automatic online is instantaneous pretty much. Not unlike the writing a check. There's the category of sort of teaching an old dog new tricks, going cashless specifically, not just not writing checks, but I used to make fun of my daughter who would go to Donkey's drive-thru and pull out a debit card to get a cup of coffee. And now I realize... If
you're not from the Northeast, by the way, that's Dunkin' Donuts.
That's correct. I'm sorry.
I just thought I'd do a little translation.
No, McDonald's. I guess they're ubiquitous, so we could use that as an example. But she used to pull out her debit card for that. And I said, don't you have $3 on you? It's like, no, you use cash. I made fun of her until I realized not long ago that I was doing the same damn thing. I'd go to the dollar store and it'd come to $1.06 with the tax or whatever, and never got the Apple Watch or I got the debit card or something. I don't have any cash. I mean, I have cash, but I've got the same $60 in cash in my wallet that I've had for the last 3 years probably, because I don't spend it unless someplace doesn't take a card. Or
it's got that picture of Chester Arthur on the bill.
Yeah, probably does. There's moths come out when you open the wallet, that kind of thing. Hey, one of the things I was thinking of as I was clearing up my chest of drawers, when do you retire a favorite shirt or a pair of jeans? When do you say, you know what, this has seen better days? Usually for me, it's a matter of I spill some bleach, I got a spot. Okay, that's now my oil change T-shirt. How about you?
I have a similar method, which is just keep wearing it until it falls apart. And these things do become oil change T-shirts. Yeah. But now you need another place to keep the oil change T-shirts because
that's a separate shelf.
I'm not throwing anything away.
Now I guess we could probably take a break.
Oh. And that, yes, this long-awaited, much-anticipated break is coming.
Before we go to the break, I do want to remind people once again, very quickly, that we want your involvement. We want your participation. Please leave a comment, leave a like, Facebook, YouTube, go to the website, send us an email, any way you want to do it. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you have a thought, and we're happy to do something with those thoughts. You may not like it, but we'll enjoy it, and I think you'll enjoy us enjoying it. We'll be back shortly.
Just what we do.
Wrap it up.
I couldn't resist.
All right, and now there's a story here. I know there's a story.
Well, there's a story in that.
Or a pet peeve or something.
I do my walks, and it amazes me when I see these adult men going around with a backward hat. It's like, you know what? Okay, it's fashion. I don't know why it's fashion. And if you're older than 15, you ought not do it, I don't think.
By the way, we are circling the drain here.
I'm going to take off my hat.
Well, just happened to be thinking about these childhood memories.
And fix my hair. Okay.
Just happened to be thinking about these childhood memories that I have and things that I remember. Some of the cartoon shows that we grew up with as kids.
Oh yes.
And, the whole Hanna-Barbera thing, and it got to the point where I could actually sing the theme songs.
Oh come on, yeah. I mean, like and you can
Yogi
sing.
Bear. So it occurred to me that we should maybe try to quiz each other.
Okay.
And see, what exactly do you know about these cartoon characters?
What do you got?
You've got main character. You've got sidekick.
Yep.
In most cases, you've got arch nemesis.
Oh, yep.
We want to ask you to help us out because we're not going to get a lot of these things right, and we're not even going to think of a lot of them. And I'm sure that kind of information is floating out there in the Dullards verse. And,
I'm more inclined to be able to give you a lyric to the theme song than I am characters. Like I know, Yogi and Boo Boo and Ranger. Did the Ranger have a name?
Mr. Ranger Sir.
Mr. Ranger Sir had it. Okay. We had Lippy the Lion and Hardy Har Har.
That's very good.
Snagglepuss. What was his?
No, Snagglepuss actually didn't have a sidekick, but he would be like on the Yogi Bear show or something, and he would have his own cartoon, and his catchphrase was exit stage left.
That's right.
Running even.
Yeah, and some of these things you probably couldn't air now anyway because they were inappropriate characterizations of ethnicities.
They weren't then, but they sure are now. Anyway, hey, we've got it. We do have to go.
Yeah,
And
let's wrap it up.
We're getting the high sign from our producer.
Oh, we're getting the hook. I'm waiting for a literal hook to come out.
If you'd like to participate in what we're doing here, just give us an idea or a thought.
Well, you'll hear more of this.
Or an opinion, whatever. Reach out to us. You can do that at our website at thedullardsclub.com. You can do that on Facebook at the Dullards Club for men and women too. And we also have our YouTube channel, which is where you eventually will be funneled into to watch this particular episode.
Share your thoughts, please. We'd love to hear from you. We're enjoying each other's company, but it'd be great to think someone else might be as well.
And with that, we're out of here. The meeting is adjourned. Have a great week, and we will talk to you very soon. So
and stay safe.
Stay safe and stay dull.
There you go. Bye.